A long, long time ago, in a peaceful village surrounded by tall trees and quiet rivers, lived a young girl named Cynthia. She was the daughter of Mama John and Papa John, simple farmers who loved her dearly. Cynthia was breathtakingly beautiful. Her skin glowed, her eyes sparkled, and her hair was thick, long, and black like the night. People said the gods themselves must have molded her. But with that beauty came a heart full of pride. Every morning, while others worked, Cynthia would sit before a small mirror, admiring herself. "Who is more beautiful than Cynthia?" she'd whisper. "No one. I deserve to marry a king, the richest, most powerful king ever." Her mother would sigh, "Cynthia, please help me peel the yam." But Cynthia would hiss, "My fingers are too fine for such work." She avoided fetching water, sweeping the compound, and all community work, just to preserve her beauty and pose in front of her mirror. Her friends, Zara, Queen, and Mark, married humble farmers and fishermen. Cynthia laughed at them. "Look at your husbands," she'd scoff. "Zara's has teeth like roasted corn." What a joke! They were happy in their simple marriages, which only made Cynthia more jealous. "Let them enjoy their poor love," she'd say. "I will marry a king and wear gold from head to toe." One market day, Cynthia dressed in her finest wrapper, her skin glowing with palm oil. She walked like a queen, loving the attention. Suddenly she bumped into someone, spilling her basket and the other person's firewood. It was Mama Michael, the oldest, most respected woman in the village. As the old woman fell to her knees, Cynthia stood tall and sneered, "Why are you in my way, old goat? You ruined my outfit." The crowd gasped. "Apologize, Cynthia. She's an elder," they whispered. But Cynthia just hissed and walked away. Mama Michael, slowly picking up her firewood, raised her hands to the sky. Her voice was like thunder. "Cynthia, the mirror you worship will turn its back on you. May your beauty melt like candle wax and your pride become your prison. You shall not see beauty again until you live with the ugliest man on earth." That night, Cynthia felt a strange heat on her skin. Her mirror cracked. The next morning, she screamed. Her smooth skin had become rough like sandpaper, her nose wide, her lips cracked, her hair falling out. She was hideous. "Mama, I'm cursed." She wept. Her mother held her. "This is the result of pride, my daughter." They rushed to apologize, but Mama Michael was gone. Cynthia became a shadow, hiding indoors, lonely and humbled. Then, a mysterious traveler arrived with a message. "Your curse can only be lifted if you marry the oldest, ugliest man alive. Marry him not with your body, but with your soul." Cynthia cried for days. Must she marry a monster to be whole again? She knew this was her test. One morning, a strange man knocked at their door. He was short and hunched, with wrinkled skin, 3 brown teeth, and breath like old snails. "I am Judas," he said with a crooked smile. "I have come to marry Cynthia." Seeing him, Cynthia froze. He looked worse than the curse itself. But then she remembered the traveler's words. Swallowing her fear, she whispered, "Yes." The village was in shock. Their wedding was silent, with no music or dancing. That night in their hut, Judas snored like thunder and smelled like rotten yam. Cynthia sat by the window, realizing her nightmare had just begun. But she knew she had to endure to change to become better. Judas was not just ugly. He was mean. "Cook my food. Scratch my back. Be quiet." He ordered her around constantly. But through it all, Cynthia never complained. She woke early, cleaned, cooked, and washed his filthy clothes. She started smiling at children again, apologizing to old friends, and helping the elderly. Her heart was changing. One day, she helped a little girl who had fallen in the market. Under a mango tree, Mama Michael sat watching and she whispered, "She has changed." That night, Cynthia looked at the moon and prayed, "If I ever become beautiful again, I promise I will never forget what it feels like to be broken." In her dream, Mama Michael appeared, glowing. "My daughter," she said gently, "your beauty is back, not in your face, but in your heart. You are now truly beautiful." When Cynthia woke up, she rushed to a water pot. She screamed, but this time with joy. Her beauty had returned, deeper and fuller than before. The village gathered, amazed. Judas came out, blinking. "You're not my wife." "My wife is ugly." Cynthia smiled kindly. "Thank you, Judas. You are part of my journey." She handed him a bowl of food and walked away. Soon, a handsome prince from a far-off kingdom heard of Cynthia's story, her journey from pride to humility. He fell in love not just with her face, but with her transformed heart. Their wedding was the grandest celebration the village had ever seen. But Cynthia never forgot her lesson. She treated everyone with kindness, from servants to elders. She no longer worshipped her reflection, because she learned that true beauty comes from within. Pride leads to a fall, but humility lifts the soul. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that touch the heart.